As far as my background as a coach, I started out coaching at the Division I level. I was an assistant coach at Arizona, at Marquette University, University of Tennessee. It gave me a great idea, what players need to do to get to that level. And that experience, I also coached professionally abroad. Some of our players have used some of my contacts initially to go pursue their careers upon graduation in Europe and Asia and the Middle East. The biggest thing about my background here, I've been at Santa Rosa JC 18 years, and I have a good relationship with coaches at the 4-year level. We've had a lot of good basketball players, are also good students and good kids that have gone on and done well at those schools. So they're going to listen to my recommendation when I tell them a guy can be successful at their level. And I think when a guy transfers on, it's just not about where he goes. It's about being a good fit for that player and for the program he's going to. We've had one of the top basketball programs in the state. I've been here 18 years. We've averaged almost 25 wins a year. 5 of the last 7 years, we've won the Big 8 Conference, which is one of the top conferences in the state. 5 of the last 8 years, we've made it to the Elite 8 of the state tournament. In 2014, we won the state championship. So we've had one of the top programs success-wise on the court. We had one of the top programs as far as guys transferring on to high-level schools. And as far as just the experience here, the energy of the fan base and the excitement of the games, you can't have a better junior college experience. We've had one of the most successful basketball programs in the state. We've won the Big 8 Conference 5 of the last 7 years. The Big 8 Conference is always one of the top leagues in the state. Also, we've made the state Elite 8 5 of the last 8 years, and we won the state championship in 2014. So we've won a lot of games, and we've had a lot of players that have been successful in moving on as well. We've had guys, my 18 years being here, we've had guys that have gone on to high-level Division I schools. We've had guys go to the University of Oregon. We had several guys go to University of Pacific, University of Idaho, Boise State, East Tennessee State, Central Connecticut State, Santa Clara. We've had guys go to all different Division I schools, New Mexico State. We've also had a lot of guys have successful Division II careers. We've had guys go to Sonoma State down the road here. Chaminade, I've had a couple players that went and played at Chaminade, Hawaii Hilo, Hawaii Pacific. We have a guy playing at Western Washington right now. So we've had a lot of guys go on to the Division I, II level and get scholarships and have successful careers there. Yeah, Steve and I played together. We were at Arizona 4 years together, and I think playing for Lute Olson was a great coach. I think we have some of the same philosophy basketball-wise. Fundamentals are important. Get back on defense, take away the lane, and I think it's really important, as does Steve, to have a lot of guys that can make shots. We spend a lot of time working on shooting the basketball, using not just on-ball screens, but off-ball screens as well, and keeping the floor space. So we try to do a lot of the same things that you'll see the Warriors do. We have a great academic support staff here. We have John Daly's our academic counselor that works with the basketball players. He stays on top of all of our players, sends progress reports out, monitors how the guys are doing. If anyone's struggling in class, he'll hook them up with a free tutor. He stays really on top of our guys, and I think that's the reason our players have been so successful academically. Santa Rosa Junior College is a great option for student athletes coming out of high school if they're not getting a full scholarship to their dream school. Almost invariably, student athletes that have come to play basketball here have had more options when they've left the program than when they got here. We've had a handful of guys that have gotten Division I scholarships after a year and gone, but for the most part, it's a 2-year program. Guys come here for 2 years, get their AA degree, and most of our guys, almost over 95% of our basketball players that have played here for 2 years have gotten their degrees, and those that choose to go on to play basketball have had that option. And it's not just about getting options and getting to the next level. It's also about the experience you're going to have when you're here. And we're kind of unique as far as a junior college basketball program, that we have good community support, good fan support. We have about half of our games were broadcast on NorCalSportsTV.com, and we draw well, and it's a good environment, good experience while you're here, and it's going to prepare you for the next level as well. John Daly is our academic counselor that works with the basketball players. He's been doing it for years. He does a great job. He stays on top of the players as far as making sure they're taking the classes or leading to graduating the degrees they're seeking. Also, he monitors their classes, sends out progress reports, and if anyone's struggling in class, he'll hook them up with a free tutor and just make sure they're stay on task. And his efforts and the job he does in monitoring our players is a big reason we've had such success. Your coaches, we have a great coaching staff. Maurice Thompson has been on the staff the longest. I've been here, I'll be going to my 19th year. Maurice has been here for 18 of them, and he is a very personable guy. He was a former Bear Cub himself. He played guard here a long time ago, and he works with the players individually a lot and spends time with them on and off the court. Ryan Cook joined our staff about 8 or 9 years ago, and he works with the guards with their perimeter skill work, and he puts a lot of time and effort in and does a really good job with the skill development of those guys. George Alston joined our staff 7 years ago, and he works with the big guys, post moves, not just post moves, he works skill work with our big guys. We work on perimeter skills with our big guys, shooting jumpers and drives and so forth. When we do breakdown work, he works with our bigger guys more. Ryan Cooks works with the guards. Jared Ames just joined our staff a year ago, and he's brought a lot of energy and enthusiasm. He works some with the big guys and some with the guards. It's does a little bit of everything. And all of our coaches are really concerned about not just the basketball team, but about the players as individuals and making sure that their experience here is successful and that they're doing the right things to move on to the next level.